From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida. Game 2 of the American League Wild Card Series coming your way on the show. It's Tokyo going up against Venezuela. Joined by my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Absolutely, and it might seem like there's not as much pressure if you've already got a win in game 1, but they're dying to close this series out right here and now. The last thing they want is to lose the momentum and go into a do-or-die game 3. That's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes it feels like every game in a 3-game series is do-or-die. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And on the hill in this one, Johan Oviedo.
Boog, you don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound. There are times he's really good, but that's not always the case. For me, I want to see how aggressive he's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if he's pitching with confidence. And if he is, he should be just fine.
Ready to go now. Tommy Edman at the plate. And that misses. And here we go with game 2. And here it comes.
No, that's a ball.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 2
balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Swings through him for the K. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you could sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Now it's going to be Jung-Hoo Lee. And there's the strike. Oviedo measures 6 feet 6 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
0-2.
One out, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with a number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Got it. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here in Miami. And towing the slab, Ko.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Bottom of the first. And the batter now, Adolis Garcia.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Rip towards third. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting second, the second baseman.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Singing, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Jose Iglesias stands in now and watches strike one. And the 0-1. He swings and fouls one off.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Two outs. Yeah, that's fouled off. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Scoreless after 1. Wild Card Series Game 2. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Stanton went deep in his most recent game. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation. Here comes the 0-1.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might be updating your resume. You've got to be sharp.
That one misses. Now 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Number 24, the next to hit, takes outside. No score here in the second. Swing and a ground ball. On to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 6th, the first baseman, number 50.
2 outs, base is empty. At the plate, Kang. That misses. Ball 1. Line drive. Oh, great grab on the dive. To his knee, the throw, and it beats him. What a play.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
And we're back. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Zach Neto. Neto launched a homer in his most recent game. Cove back to work. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Pulls that one foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
The shortstop takes the ball. Two. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. When you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Yandy Diaz, the next to hit, takes ball 1. One down, base is empty. Inside. And that's ball 2. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Bird. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
And another ball. And there's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk. And that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Here comes Yohan Moncada. And a foul ball. Moncada rips one deep right field. Hits the fence. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front, lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. And here's the catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. Just missed.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here in game 2 of the wild card series. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1 strike.
he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there.
Batting
The
it,
infield
the
playing
center
back,
fielder,
and this pitcher
Lourdes.
has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Missed with a changeup. Now 1-2. Two on, 2 outs. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's going to be Choi.
13.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Fouled off left side. Way high there. And that's ball 1.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And the batter will be the shortstop. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. Top of the 3rd, no score. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him out inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
Now the 3rd baseman, Kim. And that is out of play. Two out, space is empty. Swing and a foul straight back. That one misses, and it's 1-2.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Just off the inside corner. And the count is 2-2.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
Out to short. No play. That's an infield single.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
And here comes Tommy Edman right through there for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. That one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So 1 hit is all they get. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now, Miguel Vargas.
Miguel Vargas.
Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Smoked on the ground to second. Whips it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Now batting, the right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
So digging in, Adolis Garcia. First time up, he grounded to 3rd. That one fouled off. Out towards left center. Stowers sizes this one up. Nabs it. 2 down.
The batter, number 8. Second baseman.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Iglesias. Flying to left his first time. That's off the mark, and that is ball 1. Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
With 2 out and nobody on, you want to go right after this guy. He's the number 2 hitter, which means if he gets on, you've got some thunder coming up behind him.
Pitch misses, and now 3-0. Yordan Alvarez hitting on deck circle. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And there's a foul ball. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the last half of the 3rd. On the ground, right side, Edman. Handles, throws to first, and they get the out on Alvarez. That is the inning. On to the 4th, still scoreless. Back here at Lone Depot Park, and now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Lee, 26 years old, and he's a native of South Korea. And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball.
That's the ball.
And that's a little bit high, and it's 2-1. This to third. Moncada whips it across. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now here is Kyle Stowers. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. All tied up here in game 2 of the wild card series. Fouled off. He was late. Here's the 0-2. That one lifted to left. Alvarez hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Giancarlo.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 1. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. On the outside corner, got him looking. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Right through there for a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
That's outside, and now it's even 1-1. Left field, way back there. Bangs off the wall. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That can be a really tough pitch to handle. A front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Yandy Diaz now. Walked his first time. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
No outs. Runner on second. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is down low. On the inside corner for a strike. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. And he held back, according to Dave Lawrence. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And a ground ball to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now Yoan Moncada. And fouled off. And that's through there for a strike. 0-2 now. Neto stands at third with one gone in the inning. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Definitely a strikeout situation right there, and he got it. You do not want him to put the ball in play and want to strand that runner at third. Now all he needs is one more out to get it. Doesn't have to be a strikeout this time, since now they're 2 outs.
Next to hit, Adrian Del Castillo. Struck out swinging his first time. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. Ground ball left side. Tosses across to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. On to the top of the 5th we go. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters are performed up to this point. Oviedo back to work. And there's a ball.
Inside.
You know, this group of hitters, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That one not close. And it's 2-2. That's inside. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And here's the first baseman, Kang. First offering, and it just misses. And that's outside. just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
That one catches the zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Next to hit, Choi. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Alvarez in position. And that's the 3rd out. Halfway through this one, still no score. Back here in Miami, John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton is set to get us started. Bottom 5, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And there's a strike.
Well, these guys looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had the chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
That missed inside. And the count even 1-1.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next offering upstairs.
Great ball. Deep strike.
Oh, great stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Miguel.
Next is the designated hitter, Miguel Vargas. 0 for 1 so far. And a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. There's a swing and a drive. Going back. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Tried to take on the wind in left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Touches down. That's a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Runner at first with 2 away. And here is Jose Iglesias. On the ground to third, Kim. Slings to first, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Wild card series game
for
2.
Tokyo,
And
the
now the shortstop, number 14. Fastball for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Yariel Rodriguez up and loosening in the pen. Hernandez also getting ready. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground to the left. Over to Diaz. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batter, number 12.
Here's the third baseman, Kim. Reached on an infield single his first time.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike. All tied up here in game 2 of the wild card series. Now one missed.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Fly ball down the line. And that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so
baseman,
much more likely to get something you can handle. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So the batting order turns over. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. And that drops in for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Oviedo checks the runner. Kim back in on a dive. Go-ahead run at second, and we're the top half of the 6th. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-2. Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Man at second. Ripped to third and caught. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez.
Foul ball there. In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball. And delivers outside. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner. Now backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Now here is Zach Neto, 1 for 2. There's the strike. Fouled off down the right side. Oh, 2 now.
Ball. 1 ball.
Way to
2
lay
strikes.
off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. He beats the throw and they can't get the
The
out.
first
Good
baseman, number
two-strike
2,
inning right there, but a bit of a
Youngie.
lost start for some. So that was
Yeah.
nicely done to beat the odds. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
1 down. And now the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. In there for a strike at the top of the
No
zone.
ball. 1 strike.
With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. And now the count is even.
1-1.
Really good run, perhaps a little bit too much on that two-seamer. Couldn't hold the corner.
Coe over to first. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
In the air, left side. Stowers settles underneath it. He's got it. Out number 2.
The third baseman, number 5, Yoan Moncada.
Yoan Moncada with a chance to hit. That's too low. 1-0. Action in the pen down there. Will Vest getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Matz getting loose as well. Neto off of first with 2 away. Outside low. And now 2-0. He was late there. Strike 1.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
That to right. Tracks it down for the out. And the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark.
For Tokyo,
Leading off,
the center
Jung-Hoo
fielder,
Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch. He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
And the 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Alvarez brings it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder
Kyle Stowers getting ready to hit. And that one fouled off. Next pitch is outside. Base is empty, one away here in the late stages of game 2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And there's a base hit to the left. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
He was all over that one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Johan Oviedo gives way, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Yariel Rodriguez. Go-ahead run on base. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
That pitch gets the corner. Strike one.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. The 0-2. And misses inside. And here's a slow roller. Iglesias, that's one. And that's quick work out of the pen. One batter, 2 outs, inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Now pitching.
New pitcher on now.
Number 53.
Digging in, Adrian Del Castillo.
The catcher,
2 in this one.
Del Castillo.
And that misses. Ball 1.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
And that is in for a strike. And it's 1-1. And that's through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That one off the mark, and the count's even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fights it off, he'll see another. Here's a 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that one missing low.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on
Center
top.
fielder, number 12.
Here's Gurriel.
Gordon.
Has grounded out a couple of
Gurriel.
times. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Went with the sweeper for the strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Throws to first in time, and one away in the bottom of the seventh.
That's a good piece of hitting
Now
right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Vargas in the box now. Takes strike one.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run
Now
at second
batting,
base.
right
But
fielder,
job's not
Venezuela.
done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Kim out of the game, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
Will Vest will take over here. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. 1 for 3. Right through there for a strike. Two down, go-ahead run in scoring position. Man at second. Strike 3, got him swinging. That ends the frame.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
We're at the top of the 8th, and now the right fielder, number 24.
Leading off for the All-Stars, the right fielder, number 24.
That misses. Ball 1.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
And that one fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Edge of the zone, called a strike. 1 and 2. Activity in the bullpen. Adrian Morejon up and throwing. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Swing and a foul out of play. And it's 1-1. And a swing and a miss. And 2 away now.
Boog, if you can set up a good two-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Choi. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. In the air to left center, Alvarez sizing this one up, corrals it, and that is that. Back here at Lone Depot Park, here's the second baseman, Jose Iglesias. And that is out of play. Just missed. Movement in the bullpen. Steven Okert getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Off the mark there. 2-2. That one down the line. Fires across the diamond. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
The left fielder, number 44, Yordan Alvarez.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 3 in this one. That one missing inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
One down, base is empty. Late on that fastball.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Fastball is outside.
2-1.
Next offering way upstairs.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Zach Neto in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And he walked him.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So a change being made at first base. On the pinch run, Dairon Blanco. Zach Neto digs in now.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. stepping in,
The first baseman, number 2, Yandy Diaz.
That's down and in. Now move to first. And he dives back in safely. That clips the corner. Fouled off. He was late. With the go-ahead run at first, here in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. Swing and a miss, and that is that. It's the ninth, and we are tied.
Now pitching.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Adrian Moreau.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here's the shortstop at the plate.
The shortstop, number 14.
Almost got him.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. On the ground to first. Diaz tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
The batter, number 12.
Now the third baseman, Kim. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Raisel Iglesias, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Got him swinging. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
And now here is Tommy Edman. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball one. What a stop. Over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. And we still have no score. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Steven Matz.
Steven Matz.
Here is Moncada. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads.
Moncada.
And That's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen. Garrett Clevenger getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. The 0-1. There's the strike at the knees.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. In plenty of time to first. One out, bottom of the ninth.
Get him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Edgar Caro. He represents the winning run. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1. One down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Outside, and the count 1-2. And that's outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
On the ground, right side. Edmonds slings to first. 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at-bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Makes the grab, and that is that. Back here in Miami, here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Morejon, a former All-Star, 26 years old, and he was born in Cuba. And he takes a strike. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. And that's fouled off. Struck him out looking. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Now batting.
Kyle Stowers will hit next.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 2. And that drops in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for...
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Splits the plate, and that's strike one. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in extras. Bottom of the inning, and now Miguel Vargas.
The designated hitter, Miguel Vargas.
Matz back to work. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's one down.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Adolis Garcia, the next to hit. And that's in there at the knees. Fouled off down the right side. One down, base is empty. Check swing, appeal to first. And he punches him out. He went around. Jose Iglesias
number 8,
now at the plate.
Second baseman, Jose Iglesias.
And that's in there for strike one.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Just missed.
1-1.
Just off the inside edge. Swing and a tapper. The flip, what a play, inning over.
Now pitching.
Now we see Raisel Iglesias out of the bullpen.
Iglesias.
Now it's the right fielder.
For Tokyo, the right fielder, number 24.
And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Clips the corner, 0-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Kang digs in now. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Gurriel handles the chance, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, number 13.
Choi will hit next. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And a strike on the outside edge. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 2 of the wild card series. On the inside corner for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Up and in. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And we're back. All set for the bottom of the 11th. And now, Dairon Blanco.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
There's the strike. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 and 2.
Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. Good eye right there.
That's a really good take.
And it remains 2 and 2. On the ground to third. Zips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some runs while you're at it.
And here is Zach Neto.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Pounding ball here, rolls foul. Liner, and this could be trouble. Makes it to second. The winning run's in scoring position with 1 gone.
There you go. Winning run is aboard with 1 down. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
1 out. Runner at second. Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with 1 gone. Making a move at first. Entering as the pinch runner, Andy Ibanez. Here is Yoan Moncada, the switch hitter batting right.
It's a good spot to be in with runners on first and second. You know the pitcher is going to come after you.
Hard hit to third. They put the tag on him. Double play, and we have more free baseball on the way. 1 hit, 1 left. 11 innings in the books now. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, number 14.
Last thing he wants to do is nibble, load up the bases, and then walk in the winning run, or throw it to the backstop and bring in that winning run.
Rolled over to third. Moncada tossed to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, number 12.
So up next, Kim. And that one fouled off. Lifted in the air, right field. Squeezes it, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Tommy.
So digging in,
Edman.
Tommy Edman. That one outside, and that's ball 1. And there's a ball. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Blanco settles underneath it, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning.
Now pitching.
Stephen Oker takes over on the mound.
Oker.
Here's the catcher, Edgar Carroll. Grounded out his first time up.
Carroll.
First pitch just misses.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Here comes the throw. In safely at second base, and that's the potential winning run with nobody out.
Just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one. Really important at bat coming up now.
And now, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a flyout. Fought off foul. With the winning run standing at second here in the late stages of game 2. That's to third. Zips it across. One gone here.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Miguel Vargas.
So now the DH spot, Miguel Vargas. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on, have the force at second first, perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Pitch misses there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
The winning run on second base. Grounds one to short. Whips it to first on the run. Got him. Nice play.
Just an outstanding play going up the middle right there. And the exchange to get the throw out to first just shows you why he's one of the best shortstops around. So smooth yet so quick at the same time. And any slower and those wheels burning down the first baseline are going to turn that into an infield hit.
And the batter now, Adolis Garcia. Little chopper rolls foul. Fly ball to right. He's under it. And that is the inning.
Now pitching.
Back now, we're in extras. And there's a new arm on the mound, Daysbel Hernandez. Now the number 2 hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee.
The center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That one gets down for a hit. A leadoff single and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Well, that's his first hit in this one, so that should help him feel a little better. He got a backdoor breaking ball. Really easy to give up on that pitch, but he stayed on it and shot it right back in the direction it was breaking from. Really nice job of letting it travel.
Go-ahead run on base. Stowers, the next to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
First offering and it just misses. And another ball. Action in the pen down there. Yennier Cano getting ready to go. With the go-ahead run at first, here in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. Next offering is in for a strike. And he boots it. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Giancarlo.
So, Siggy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Berg. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
Turned on, but foul wide of third.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
The 0-2. Just misses with that one.
That's a great take. Tried to get him to chase just outside the zone, but he wouldn't offer.
That misses the zone. It's 2-2. With the go-ahead run at third, and we're deep into extras. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That's back there. And it is gone. He made him pay for that one. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Daysbel Hernandez won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
New pitcher on here, Yennier Cano.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now the right fielder, 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he's grounded out. Right through there for a strike. Cano, a righty that throws with power, 31 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. And here in extra innings. Next offering is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
To third, Moncada sends it across the first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Now batting, number 50.
So up next, Kang. Just missed. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Got him on the off-balance throw. And there's 2 down. Choi now at the plate. 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of flyouts. That missed by a lot. And that is ball 1. And that one fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Up the middle, and that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
The batter, number 14.
And the batter will be the shortstop. 0 for 4 with 3 groundouts and a strikeout. And a foul ball. Choi, the runner at first with 2 gone. Not even close there. And now it's even 1-1. Just missed. Hard hit left side. They take the force out, and that'll do it. Giancarlo Stanton flexing that big-time power swing. It's now 3-0. You're watching the American League Wild Card Series on the show.
Pitching.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Garrett Clevenger.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
The second baseman.
And the batter down, Jose Iglesias. On the ground, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning. So he gets on base, an elimination game 1 at a time, right?
And all of a sudden the pressure moves to the other team. They came into this one feeling pretty good, but now that he's on, changes things a little bit.
Now it's going to be Dairon Blanco. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And there's a hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Now batting, shortstop,
Zach Neto will hit next. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Andy Ibanez in the box now. Takes strike one.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
And fouled off.
One ball.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Stays alive. The tying run at the plate. In the dirt. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Sets him down on strikes. And they're down to their last out.
Just locked him up right there for the second out. And that's the bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot. So now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Yoan Moncada. And that is out of play. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Clevenger is just one strike away. And that's outside. And the count 1-2. Ball game. They win the series and punch their ticket to the American League Division Series. The All-Stars sweep this wild card series with back-to-back wins on the road. And they can now shift their focus to the division round.
Well, hats off to him, Boog. I mean, it's very difficult to come into a hostile stadium with all the energy and excitement of the postseason, but clearly that was no issue for these guys. They played well, and I think that bodes well for their chances of making a deep run here in October.
And a lot of disappointment for these.